Hi, my name is Jessica Dixon. I'm going to share a short reflection on the concept of audio perceptions and what it means to me, and explain and how I would explain it to somebody outside of education and how it can impact students that we teach. Personally, to me, audio perceptions refers to how we interpret and judge by the way others speak, their tone, their clarity, pronunciation, or even their accent. Growing up in a small southern town, we have southern accents. And now working in education, I've seen firsthand how people can make quick assumptions about how someone talks, not just accent, but anything with how they talk. And sometimes it's harmless, but other times it can lead to misunderstandings or unfair labeling, especially kids with articulation or phonological differences. Personally, I like to be mindful of not letting speech differences cloud my view of any students or their intelligence. I have two of my own children, actually three of my own children, have had to take speech therapy, and so there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't mean that they can't communicate or they can't communicate right. They just communicate differently sometimes. And everybody deserves respect and patience through any kind of way they talk. With a southern accent, if we ever travel outside of Alabama, people always ask where we're from, or at least one of my kids, because we all talk different. If I were explaining this to someone outside of education, I might say something like, have you ever heard a little kid say wabbit instead of rabbit? And it's kind of cute when they're little, but if it's a fifth grader or older student or even an adult that might say wabbit instead, people might assume something's wrong with them. And that's audio perception. It's how we make judgments even unconsciously, just about how someone speaks. As a special education teacher, I've seen both positive and negative sides to audio perceptions. Positive side could be early support and understanding from teachers and peers. That can build a child's confidence. I mean, even with speech therapy or just a gen ed teacher, it just builds their confidence knowing that it's okay if they say things differently. But when those perceptions turn negative, it can really hold students back. Some may stop volunteering in class. They don't want to speak in front of the other kids. They're afraid of getting made fun of or being teased. Others could be misjudged and being less capable when they're really bright. And it can affect their academics and their self-esteem of how they see themselves, even long-term. It's important to us as educators to be aware of our own perceptions and to teach our students to be more accepting. Every child deserves to feel heard and truly listened to, no matter how they speak. Thank you, and I do encourage everybody to think more carefully about how we listen when anyone speaks.